today to protest, to continue the fight and the battle that we've been in now for 2 3/4 years. 4 of us have been subjected to disciplinary action and have been taken through all the procedures and processes by Unison at a national level. You might ask what our crime was. Our crime, merely to produce a leaflet seeking the reinstatement of motions back onto the agenda of the 2007 National Conference.
We're demonstrating this evening due to our branch being put into administration on the 5th of March. We've got sort of like full-time paid unelected officials that have taken over our branch.
One of those motions, which I think is relevant to why we're here today, was the call for the regular election of national and senior regional officers of Unison.
Comrades, brothers and sisters, last Friday was certainly an experience. Coming into work to be greeted by 6 regional officials at the door ready to come in, no appointment, no announcement, just bursting into the office. Well, I tell you what, I didn't take it as an insult. I took it as credit to myself. Because if it takes 6 regional officials to do the work of 1 Socialist Branch Secretary, and that speaks volumes about me and every other Socialist Branch Secretary. The way they behaved that morning was an absolute disgrace. If our employers behaved in that fashion, we'd be expecting our union to take action. Their actions were that of the playground bully. The day before I met with my regional official, I asked him, what's going to happen when you finally ban me? And he said, well, we don't know if you're going to be banned yet. And then he turned around and said, we'll meet next week. That was on the Thursday. We'll meet next week and we can do a handover. And then he turns up on Friday morning. And when I said to him on Friday morning, what happened? You said yesterday we'd do a handover next week. He said things had changed. He said things had changed. Nothing had changed. This was always their plan. They always intended, ultimately, to try and take over our branches, because they cannot stand the thought of getting rid of 1 socialist and another socialist coming into his place. Their slanders are an absolute disgrace. And I tell you what, the letters that they've sent out have actually had the opposite effect. Because when my members saw the letters that were sent out, my members asked, which branch are they talking about? Which branch is it that isn't functioning properly? Is it the branch that's got probably the best single status agreement in the country? Is it the branch that won £3,000 a year extra pay awards for its social workers? That's won pay awards for nursery nurses, classroom assistants, road sweepers, grounds maintenance workers, and workers on the dust? Well, I tell you what, if that's the branch that doesn't function, then the rest of you in Unison branches are really in deep shit, because if we're not functioning, I hate to think what the rest of you are doing, but we all know what they mean by not functioning. By not functioning, what they mean is not the politics that they want. That's exactly what they mean. And in Greenwich at the moment, the situation is this. Members can't even come into the union office because the head of HR is ensconced sitting in the union office with the regional officials. It's an absolute disgrace. They've changed the locks on the doors. The administrator can't get into his computer. He's not allowed to have a look at the membership system. The treasurer has had her name taken off the accounts. Everything that you can do to make things as difficult as possible has been done. Nobody's allowed to do any mail-outs. No meetings are taking place. No meetings are allowed to take place. The letter that went to stewards from Dan Papiat, our regional officer, the pro-tem branch secretary, said, you will work under my instruction. I never had the front to say that as a branch secretary, and he hasn't got the right to say it either. And yet, with all of that going on, this is supposed to be about improving the functioning of the branch. Well, why does it take a raid, or why does it take the locks being changed on the union office to improve the functioning of the branch? Everything has been a lie as far as the letters that they have sent out are concerned. I'm very happy to be here tonight. They've occupied my office, I could at least occupy the pavement in the front of their office. But it is a disgrace that as trade union members, not only obviously we don't have the right to go in to the Trade Union Congress, but we don't even now have the right to control our branches. Well, we've got a message. For the last 2.5 to 3 years, we haven't gone away. We haven't been expelled. And I tell you what, they're very angry that the bans got dropped from 3 years to 2 years, and that's another reason why they've done this. But we haven't gone away for nearly 3 years now. We've got no intention of going away again now. It is a shame. Lots of members in my branch have resigned. So congratulations, by the way, to the regional officials who came in to improve the running of the branch, to improve the functioning of the branch. In 2 days, they've lost over 200 members. That's how well they've done. But I do say this to them. We call on our members not to resign. We call on our members to fight back. We want to reclaim our union. Stop the witch hunt. Start fighting the employers and give us back our union branch.
Thanks very much,